Suwaneje Wacha 6 Majeza.
I understand everybody has received questions. So, Desire, you can start. What questions do you have?
What do you love about your character? Okay, so what I love about Pauletta is that she was a no-nonsense woman.
Don't you try me. Nienda kwatu. Koma choti muziwe ni chakuti izi zose mwamuchita so. Nizabwenza.
So I think I loved her because it was easy for me to play her, and because in real life I don't like nonsense, so it was easy to adapt. Yeah, I'm telling you guys. So I was like, okay. When I saw the script, I was like, this is me. So it won't be hard. I'll do it.
How alike or different are you with the character? Oh my God, we are very different. So I am a softie, and that character is a tough cookie. All right, so that woman is a strong woman, is a hustler, and I'm really the opposite. So it was really tough. It was tough for me. It was tough for the director. At some point, I thought he was going to kick me out, like, like really, like, you know what? We need to give her maybe something else to do, because I found myself laughing where I'm supposed to be serious. Okay, if you see me there, I'm pumped up, like I'm a strong person and all that. No, that's not me. So I'm going to be open about it. And I think that's what the beauty of acting, because you're able to do, because people many times, you know, have you ever seen people hate someone for playing a character?
Yeah.
Because they think that's what you are. But no, far from it. I'm not.
Over to you. So, what kind of questions do you have?
Apongozi. Okay, the first question. What sort of a person is going to like your character?
Wow.
Sinalanga ndine Yusuf Tailos. Ndine mkamwini pamosi ndi ansanga gwesa nkhope zawo pasiwo.
All right. People out there have quite a range of different likes and tastes. So for many years, there have been characters that have been portrayed in one similar way for way too long. So Apongozi has brought some similarity, but with a different twist. So me as Njomba, Yusuf, I had to bring them this, and the people who would love it are those people who have been looking a different twist to thing that has been presented over and over the same way.
Alright, it's my turn now.
What questions do you have?
I've got exciting questions. Alright, the first one, was it easier to play this character during the shoot? Okay, I would say yes and no. Okay, yes, on the part that I love challenging and exciting roles. So yeah, when I looked at the script and when I was told that I was to be young Apongozi, because what one day is young Apongozi, I was really excited and honored that I had to play the younger version of Apongozi. So I was so excited. It was challenging for me because I had to bring my A game. Okay, I had to bring my best. So I was very excited, but it was no, in a sense that I had to, you know, stand out. So there are moments whereby, you know, I could feel like I'm giving my best, and the director would go like, no, I want more. And at some point in time, it could be frustrating that what do you want from me? Like this is my best. What else do you want from me? No, it's okay. You've been amazing. Don't worry. So, yeah, yes and no.
What inspired you to come up with this story?
Oh.
Wow. Okay. Was the majority. We have the Apongozi, the mother-in-law, but I think the inspiration is coming from the tea room aspect, where Yusuf is because growing up, I think I've met people how they have utilized the tea room. So I think I noticed that a lot of stories are happening in the tea room. So I was like, okay, fine. So let's just find a better way. So it's not easy for you to have to interact with a tough mother-in-law. Okay, fine. Imagine a bunch of sons-in-law. Every day they're gossiping about one woman who is very strong. So I think that's it. That's the inspiration just coming from the matrimonial kind of side whereby um, they are all trying to make the mother-in-law so angry. So imagine this scenario whereby they have a space whereby they meet, where we call it the tea room. So I think that's it. So it's just basically that's it.
And then the second one says, without giving anything away, what's your favorite line or dialogue? There was this scene where Wagondi had to come in, and then I was like, oh my God. So I love that part because we got to be a little freaky. It just brought out that side, you know, so it was interesting. I was like, oh, waka uyariniko. So, you know, I couldn't understand much of what I was saying. Waka uyariniko, like what we're liti So
Now you know.
yeah, you know, I was feeling myself in another language, so I loved it.
What was the biggest challenge about taking this role? Yeah, that's the biggest challenge. I was laughing where I was supposed to be serious. You know, I was interacting with a very funny character, right? So at a time where I'm supposed to shout at him, he would have just said something really funny or did something funny, and I was getting on the nerves of Hago, like you can, like you said, you can give me more. Like, when did I ever give you more? Like,
That guy could wear faces.
oh my God. Oh my God, he's amazing. So it was really tough. That was the tough part for me, but also an experience because I'm used to playing, you know, roles, taking roles that are so much like me, you know, crying roles, very sensitive person. But this one was different, you know, kind of, I don't want to say heartless. I don't think she was heartless, but she knew what she wanted. You know, she gets her money in a hard way and she would do whatever it takes. So it was really amazing. And the other tough thing was that I was breastfeeding a 2-month-old on set. So you'd actually hear her cry. You know, and you want to ignore that to finish the scene. So that was really hard at times. And she wasn't even crying all the time anyway. She was really a nice baby. And we had a nurse on set taking care of her. So I should also be grateful for that.
What do you hate about this character? Do I? I don't. Okay. It's just I would rather take the flip side of it. I like it a lot.
Wow.
This guy is someone maybe somebody would hate, but not himself. So if anything, I would call hate for this character is maybe the character of instead of helping out, he would here and there fuel the confusion. Because you know, this guy is a guy who has a restaurant and almost the whole family, the Apongozi family, would be hosted there the whole time. If it wasn't this one, it would be this one or all of them. So this guy could take a chance of maybe trying to make matters better. But instead, he would be like listening to this one, and he would also chip in, making some issues even worse. Yeah, so maybe that's the only part that I would hate about him. And another thing is his relationship with his wife. This man, he didn't really care much about his wife. Of course, as a husband, if he reached the point of marrying her, that means he cared at first. But as you see him, you see that what mattered most to him was his business and what pleased him and his friends. Yeah, so that's the only part that I would say I don't like much about him.
How was it like playing young Wagondi? Woo!
Makorogoto waita uyu chiresha awe mutorwa.
Woo! Woo! Okay, so like my character, I had to be fierce, tough. In real world, I'm not like that. I'm just this like her. I'm just this softy. I'm just yeah, so calm. And you know, sometimes my family members go like, is that you? Like what happened? How? Because they know, yeah, what did they do to you? Like, they know me, like, in the real world, that this is not her. This is not how she behaves. But it's just been amazing, an amazing experience. And as I said earlier on, that I just liked the challenge, okay? So, like, I had a big shoe that I needed to fit in. So I had to make sure I kind of, like an elastic, you know, pull my feet so that it should fit in that shoe. So yeah, it was really amazing to play that role, and as I say, to just also tell out a story, because as you have all said, that this is a relatable story. It's something we can relate to. There are people out there who have got mother-in-laws that are tough. Okay, so we draw lessons from there, and also it's not just about being serious, tough, but they're just exciting moments. We laughed a lot. Yeah, we also cried. So there are just all these emotions packed in this series. So yeah, it's been amazing.
Which series inspired you the most? I remember when I was in my primary school, there every Saturday 7:30 and every Sunday 7:30, I used to listen to Zimachitika and Tilitonse. So there's this thing whereby I think Tilitonse had this narration kind of whereby Amremba, they were more like Pamenepo, Amremba Anali Akuman. So that's what inspired me a lot. So I was like, you know what? When I grow up, I think I'll copy and paste this. So I think that's why we had to push Yusuf to be the narrator, more like you tell and show kind of that kind of story. So you know, we're coming from Nhano, whereby Agogo Matitana, Ndumagamba Nhano. So it's like Yusuf is telling the whole story, even though he was not there. But no, yeah.
Are you a Yao speaking person?
Are you?
I fairly am. Yeah, I speak Yao, but I would rate my Yao to maybe 4 or 5. Where is the real word yet? Are you ready? Yeah, so I really enjoyed it so much. But after each time that I got offset, I would go through my script, and I had maybe to call someone, say, listen to me. They really sound like Yao. And maybe my brothers, even my mom would laugh at me and say, really? Who are you trying to cheat there?
I like your effort.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and there was a point when I also asked my brother, and he was like, come on, you're cheating people there. Why can't you just let me be there? I was like, no, man, no. I'm an actor, and you're not.
Okay, besides yourself, which celebrity would you like to see play your character and why?
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A different celebrity. Okay. In the series, within Malawi, outside. We should cross the borders. Thank you very much. You've made it easier for me. Okay. I'd say Lupita Nyong'o.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
I can see her.
You can see her.
Playing young Apongozi.
Yeah.
I'll be with her.
Apongozi, a warrior.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think you resemble the big Apongozi. I think so. That's
Oh,
what
She does.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Somebody
thank
should do
you.
that
Big
to
up
you.
the casting director.
Really?
They wouldn't have picked you if not. If you look at her, as you're
She has
growing,
it,
there
yeah.
would be some things.
Actually,
some
yeah.
Oh
features.
wow,
Yes.
I didn't even
She's so calm,
notice.
actually.
I didn't
Like,
even
she
know.
was so calm. Like, when she was
I didn't
dealing
even.
with this guy, she was calm. That's how you are.
Oh wow, amazing. So why Lupita Nyong'o? Because that woman. Oh wow, she's amazing. Yeah, she is fierce. She's out of this world. She's just tough. She's strong. So yeah, I think it would be the best fit for this role. I would say so.
Suwaneje Kwacha 6 Majeza 19 yeah. Suwaneje Kwacha 4 Suwaneje Kwacha 6 Majeza 19 Muti kwiritsa ntchito Suwa Eneje Kutawitsa ndima Kwacha 4 Suwaneje Maketsi wodalira Zuwa eneje makati wodaliliga wachafo zuwa eneje mutakugwiritsa ntchito pangongole wachasi majeza 19 Zuwa Energy magetsi adzuwa abwino ndodalirika pangongole.
You are a Zambian in the series. What was your experience like? So when I first got the role, I was like, okay, fine, so I'm gonna be playing a Zambian woman. So I had to familiarize myself with Zambian language and everything. Until now, there's still some groups that I'm still following, you know. And if there'll be another season, I'll be perfect even than this, because I think I'm so in love with the Zambian people now. Like, can you just take me? Yeah, you know. So I think it was fun. It was challenging. I love challenges, and I enjoyed it throughout.
Shona was really exciting. I remember the one who was helping us interpreting the words from English, Chichewa, to Shona. Because we had to create, because it was mostly with her, so we had to create our own group on WhatsApp. Wow. So there are moments that she would, the moments that she would send voice notes, it's still there. There, because I had to go back listen some of the voice notes. Yeah, so like, you know, she would send us voice notes, and then she would say, can you send back a voice note and practice? Yeah, she's been amazing. Annie has been amazing helping us with the Shona language. So like, we would send back the voice notes. I was like, yeah, good, but not really. Can you do it again? So yeah, it's just been really, really, really amazing experience. And I think it just kind of helped me to also grow in my acting skills, because, you know, twisting your tongue, as he said, with the yawa thing, it's not easy, but yeah, putting in your effort, your best to make sure that you bring it perfectly. It's just been an amazing experience. If you had personality differences with your performing partner, how would you ensure it did not affect the performance? One thing I've learned from our director, Hago, and the crew, and my fellow actors and actresses on set, is that, I mean, it's just all about professionalism, okay? So you just put your differences aside, okay? You've got your issues with your partner, but because if I would be on set and somehow, if let's say we have got a scene together and we have got our issues, and somehow I'm kind of like trying to downplay her, it wouldn't really be good, because I need her, because there are moments where I'm not in character, but because she is in character, she would just pull me and say, girl, call me in character. Okay, so it's just all about professionalism. Let's put our differences aside, and that's how I would go about it, and just try to bring the best, and also help my partner see that, okay, apart from that, we differ in one way or the other, but can we just do this together, and then just, you know, bring out the best in this project that we are working on.
How was your experience working with Hago as a director on set?
Favorite question.
That's how we are here.
So he when the tough gets going, okay, so he will go. I don't know, he used to do things like,
His gestures.
I don't know, he would stand somewhere.
Like what was I doing?
You're trying to meditate, you're trying to bring up an idea, then you say something.
Yeah, that's the right word.
He wanted you to see what he was seeing. And it was
And sometimes, instead of me seeing what he was seeing, I would laugh. And he'll be like, you know, but he gave me an idea. Can I say this? I think, I don't know how to say it, but I think somehow Malawi, be careful, because I hope nobody snatches this guy away from us.
Oh yeah.
I kind of feel like if we're not careful, we look like we don't deserve him.
Yeah.
He's got ideas, and I think he wants to bring theater, and he wants to bring production, you know, in homes in a different way than it's been portrayed before. I know sometimes I grew up watching Malawian drama going like, koda munanga belantayanji kaya. Koma, koda mabela munanga, mulibanji. You know, who does that? Like where? Like who does that? Like your husband comes and say, hey, demokala, mufuna, you know, but he's bringing real life. Like this is how we live. You're watching it, you're watching how you live. So I think it was amazing. You know, except when he stopped me from breastfeeding my baby. Like, we have to finish this. We have to finish this. You know? Yeah. That also, I think you didn't want us to lose the character. Because if you leave and you have to rebuild it, you know, so I think it was really amazing. I think you are very creative.
My turn. Hago. All right. Guys, this gentleman was something. I believe he still is. Yes, it was my first time to be directed by a person of such character. He was serious. At the same time, making fun of things. You know, it's really difficult to blend things, make people serious without making them feel sore. The guy could keep you mesmerized. He would say, okay, instead of telling you, no, you haven't done it, he would be like, okay, I give you 30%. Look at my hand. That's exactly what he used to do. I give you 30%. I want you to give me at least 80. And the next time I'd be like, that sounds like 75. So he was like, oh, what's with this guy? What's with this guy? But it all made the scene or the set fun, and everybody enjoyed it. And apart from making it fun and interesting, the guy really knows what he was doing. Because he knew that not all of us knew everything about acting. So he could bring an idea to you without making you feel like you know nothing. He could make you do a thing that maybe sometimes you would resist doing, and he still went ahead and make you feel like, yeah, this is what I want to do. This is what I want, as if you already knew. So that helped us to bring out the best of ourselves. And we're looking forward to working with him again. This is season
1. Season 2 is coming.
Season 2 is coming. So we're looking forward, God willing. Let's just hope we live. So we're looking forward for hotter season 2.
So I would say this. Yeah, for me, that's what I would say. Yeah, I there were moments I got exhausted. There are moments I wouldn't want to see you or hear you say anything to me. I was like, man, come on, give us a break. Give us a break. But no, on the overall, I mean, you are just an amazing person.
Okay, let's start with the good things.
Good news first.
Good news first. Okay, first of all, I think his leadership skills are on point, 100. I learned a lot from him. And then I think he was able to drive the whole thing until the very last days. He didn't lose his mind. I don't know if he did, but it was hard to organize us. We were a lot of people, and then for him to be controlling us all the time. Exactly. But still, in the end, with all the pressure that he had, a lot on his plate, juggling all these things, I think he was able to be stressed and still be like, okay, you need to do this. He was calm, you know. There was never a point where he threw something at your face because he was, you know. So I understand that he was going through frustrations and everything, but still he had to keep up like the spirit of like teamwork. Let's do this and go home. Let's do this and go home. And then what I loved about him is like, okay, so he was after perfection. I loved it and I hated it as well. Because you guys, perfection is hard. There were times you're like, no, you can do better than that. How do you know I can do that? Like, this was my best. So he kept pushing us, which is what I liked about him because he brought the best. I mean, the director is supposed to bring out the side that you don't know about yourself. Exactly. I mean, I look at myself like, oh, can I be that fierce? Like, that's not me. But then it was able to come like that because of him. And then as an actor, you have to help like bring the director's vision to life. And it's not easy, okay? Sometimes he would get on my nerves. Like, no. So but still you have to like, okay, fine. I have to do this. I'm getting paid at the same time. I'm telling a story out there. So it was fun. And then challenging, you'd get on set. I always say this. You get on set, okay, desire and call. 3, 2, 1, action. He will not tell you what to do. Okay, an actor. You say, okay, as an actor, you have lines, you did blocking and everything. You just say, okay, start. Sometimes there was no blocking. It would be like, okay, Yamban. So but then I realized one thing, like he gave us room to be creative, like to improvise on our own. Sometimes people will tell you everything to do. It's like they're acting for you. So it challenged me. It did put me out, like it challenged me to think out of the box. So I am surprised that I did great. But hey, his passion for perfection is my God.
How was it working with the cast and crew? Now I think that's my favorite. Woo! Hey guys, starting from auditions, so I think we asked people to send their video clips. So we had a bunch of 300 plus. So we had to trim to 60. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. So I think the majority, I think 99% of the actors that we have, they are not the actors that we always know in our in cinemas. So I think they were kind of new. So I was like, how is it? Do they understand between the difference between the stage acting and camera? But I think after time, I think it was an amazing experience working with them. I think they were natural. I think that's what I was looking for. Be natural. First of all,
You mean they, we?
you.
You keep saying they.
Yes, because there are many.
Where do you place it?
So the idea is, I think the first was like, do you understand your role? If yes, can you just do it before I jump in? So I think they were so natural. So I think that's it. The crew. I think it was amazing experience. So I think I can't say much.
How was your experience working with the late Maria Chizanjankoma on set? Okay, I always say this. I think I have not dealt with this. I think I kept postponing. You know what? When we talk about grief, it's not always about being related. That's why we grieve even celebrities. Having worked with her, when I met her, I knew HT is a big thing, but when I met her, I was like, wow, this is very serious. She was amazing. She was very amazing. And the day that I heard of her passing, unfortunately, I didn't even know she was sick. I kind of missed that. So it was a shock. I remember where I was. I was in town around ShopRite, and I screamed because it was harsh. It was harsh for everybody. She was an amazing soul. She was a wonderful woman, someone we knew growing up. Yeah, I don't know, but I know I've not dealt with this.
The first time I saw her, I was like, oh, so this is Maria. And each time she spoke, I was always comparing to how I used to hear the voice on the radio.
Never changed.
Yes, she really sounds like her. Let me see how she's gonna sound when on set. And it still continued. So we enjoyed and we interacted. We used to joke around. We used to call her Mastin. We called her Mastin out of love. We cherished every moment as if we knew that she would soon. Yeah, but her personality was really as attractive as it was on the radio.
What I loved most about her was she was so humble. Because I remember, like, you would treat her like, oh, Maria, so the director wants to meet you. She was just like, come on, feel free around me. You can ask me anything. Let's just chill. Like, oh, you can have this chair. I'll sit down. No, go ahead, sit there. That kind of thing. So,
Just like in her own voice.
exactly. Like, she was amazing. And I learned so much from her. And you guys, it was an experience of a lifetime.
And yeah, I would have loved to see her more of her acting capabilities, more of her talents and skills. But yeah, we're just so much grateful that even God allowed us to share this moment with her. Yeah, so it's just an honor to all of us.
My experience working with the late Maria Jakoma was something else. I was disturbed. I think I lost it when I heard she passed on that day, because I think we were still on set. And I remember when we were doing this second phase, it was not okay. I think I lost it. I think people, even the actors, could notice that I lost it. But I think I tried to act up. Okay, guys, I'm strong. Let's do it for the sake of her. I remember on set, I asked Maria, you know what, Aunt Maria? I used to call her Aunt Maria. I think you need to start working on your speech. So she's like, what kind of speech? I was like, an award-winning speech, a speech that you be there to when you be receiving your award. You remember that day, right? So she's like, no, I'm prepared. And her performance is amazing. She was so natural, so creative, and I think I remember a few days later after she passed on, I called the scriptwriters and said, you know what, let's cancel this project because the whole story, it's her story. When we were developing the script, I think we had her in our mind. So I saw there was no future. But I think after I was receiving, you were the one sending me verses. Like I remember I lost it, so you give me scriptures. You know, I go read this verse. So that gave me courage and say, you know what, I think now let's do for her. So personally, I miss her like a lot because actually I had a picture of season 2, and I was like, but now we thank God that here we are now. Her legacy lives on. Thank you.